Hello students. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Physics Simplified. In today's video, we will solve two problems from previous year question of NEET. The first problem is related to the graphical representation of motion. The problem is, the displacement versus time graphs of two moving particles make angles of 30 degrees and 45 degrees with the x-axis. The ratio of the two velocities is option A 1 to 1, option B 1 to 2, option C 1 to root 3, and option D root 3 to 1. Let us solve this problem. The key point of the problem is slope of the displacement versus time graph represents velocity. So, if the displacement versus time graph is inclined at an angle theta to the time axis, then we can write velocity v is equal to tan theta, where tan theta represents slope of the graph. Let us now illustrate the problem. By the given problem, we consider the displacement versus time graph of particle 1 makes an angle 30 degree with the time axis, while that of particle 2 makes an angle 45 degree with the time axis. So, the velocity of the first particle is given by v1 equals to tan 30 degrees, which is equal to 1 upon root 3. Similarly, velocity of the second particle is given by v2 equals to tan 45 degrees, which is equal to 1. So, the ratio of the two velocities is given by v1 upon v2 is equal to 1 upon root 3 divided by 1. Simplifying, we get the ratio of two velocities is equal to 1 to root 3. So, among the given options, option C is correct. Hope you all have understood this problem clearly. Let us move towards our second problem. The second problem of today's video is related to the uniformly accelerated motion. The problem is, the ratio of the distance traveled by a freely falling body in the first, second, third, and fourth second is option A 1:4 9 16. Option B 1:3 5 7. Option C 1:1 1 1. And option D 1:2 3 4. Let us solve the problem. Key point of the problem is the distance traveled by a body in the nth second. This is given by s suffix n equals to u plus half a to n minus 1, where u represents initial velocity and a represents the uniform acceleration of the body. Here, uniform means constant. As the body is falling freely, hence, initial velocity u is equal to 0, and acceleration of the body is the acceleration due to gravity, which is uniform, hence, we can write s suffix n proportional to 2n minus 1. Let us apply this relation to find out how distance traveled by the freely falling body varies with time. The distance traveled by the body in the first second is thus given by s1 proportional to 2 into 1 minus 1, that is 1. Similarly, the distances traveled by the body in the second, third, and fourth second will be as follows. s2 proportional to 2 into 2 minus 1, that is 3. s3 proportional to 2 into 3 minus 1, that is 5. And s4 proportional to 2 into 4 minus 1, that is 7. Thus, the ratio of the distances traveled by a freely falling body in the first, second, third, and fourth second is given by s1 to s2 to s3 to s4 is equal to 1:3 5 7. So, among the given options, option B is correct. Hope you all have understood this problem clearly. See you all in my next video.